Vessels, what's the deal? I'll tell you. The misery that came from your enemy has come to a halt. They no longer have control in your life in any way. The misery that came from your enemies has now ended. And there are people who are unhappy, and unfortunately, because they don't know how to find happiness or choosing not to, they want you to be miserable. And if you won't be miserable with them, they think you are not their friend. But uh, you're the type of person of total opposite of misery. You like appreciate things like happiness, joy, not the type of person that wanna sit around and sulk, not kind of person that wanna be depressed, not the type of person that want to be unhappy. I know that there is a way to use your mind, and other people, they are so down in some of the things they are going through. They don't want to figure out how to use their mind. They rather stay in unhappiness, in their misery. And I'm not coming down hard on people like that. But when it comes to other people who want to see us in that way, that's what has been that what should have been destroyed and discussed for people to avoid. People will have been destroyed so you can avoid this type of people with that behavior, with the mental breakdown, because it's gonna have the same effect on you. Things that people can make you the same way. شو هالهدف بالحياة? If you are an empath, it will affect you very detrimentally. Detrimental. It will be detrimental to your style as an empath. Because when you're around with people that are sad and down and depressed, it's easily for us as an empath to put ourselves in those people's shoes and not to end up sad. It's so hard because they move in a negative way more than like affected because we observe energies like a sponge. That's why we can read energy. That's It's not good for anybody. It's not for good for the people who's experience it, and it's not good for the people who's around them. And you have to pull your own mental health for your own stress level of your own happiness. You have to avoid and to stay away from these types of behaviors because they are people who are miserable, and not they are only miserable. They want to make the people around them miserable. And when it comes to you and your uplifting spirit, it comes to like a World War III that you have to protect how you feel from other people when you have to go through things like you have nothing to do with. I'm not the source of your miserability. What do you want from me? If you don't want to feel unhappy, you have to protect yourself. Yes. uh, and if you don't want to be miserable, and if you are if that kind that inverted on yourself that your happiness is alone, what do you want from me? Like I have the right to choose who to be with or not to be with, who befriend or not befriend, and you hate it like it. Who gives a shit? You have issues, people. I'm total opposite of that. I am okay. I am so okay for being rejected. I get rejected a lot in life, and I'm still sometimes get rejected, but that doesn't affect me. So what? We're here to get rejected and accepted. Both. You have this and you have this. You can't be a total opposite of misery and put yourself between misery, even though they didn't even pass 2% on what you passed, and you're not a miserable person. It's a matter of choice. It's a matter what to choose, because they are not choosing to work their mind to be happy in life. Like Dono, there are times like everybody for himself. There is times we feel miserable, but we got out of it. And like to make it to your dwelling place, to constantly live there. Oh, jeez, God. No matter what happens, uh, I won't stay in that state for the rest of my life. We get up and down. It's a matter of choice. If you don't want misery to take place, you can't allow other people who are miserable to affect you in a negative way. Everybody to everybody is miserable. Like I have nothing to do with your problems. You know, when did I ever carried my problem and went to anybody? There is a time for sadness, there is a time for happiness, there is a time for joyful, there is a time for everything. But you stay on the same time. What these miserable people, what a target in life. I have to destroy another person. What the fuck is that? You mentally psychopath. You fucked up here. No, I enjoy seeing people happy, but it's not my job to make them happy. So why are people not happy? Because they seek validation. They're looking everywhere in everyone's plate, and they are not looking in themselves. They are not minding their own business. They want what other have. Those people can never be satisfied.